Edge, Carlos, and Val decided to turn their preparations for a dramatic, action-packed production of the documentary Frozen into the movie The Real Campers of Shallow Lake in the fifth episode of the series. The continued production, however, causes some concern because it makes certain problems for those involved. Edge consequently starts to worry that he might have taken his plans too far. The sixth episode of the show, Color War, continues where the fifth episode left off. Midnight visitors Corbin Bleu and Channing make an unexpected entrance at Camp Shallow Lake. They abruptly, and very loudly, awaken Ricky, Edge, Carlos, and Jet to let them know that Color War has begun. Courtney announces, "I'm calling it Corbin Bleu has officially lost his mind," as soon as she arrives at the cabin. Maddox assists Gina in getting ready for Color War at the barn. When they talk about their brothers, Maddox starts to be a little more open with Gina. Gina serves as a fantastic sounding board for Maddox. Edge enters unexpectedly and requests to speak with Gina. He desires a fresh start. Edge reveals he has made a call to ensure the show is perfect in order to prevent being transferred to St. Louis. "Why don't we have a quick conversation about the future? Let's make today extraordinary," Gina tells Edge, and they make up and give each other a tender kiss. Ricky goes to Corbin before Color War starts and begs him to delete the embarrassing video of him. Corbin turns down. "Except if you commend Nickelodeon. It will be in the document," Corbin makes clear. Regarding Footagegate, Ricky doesn't argue too much. "That's all I have to say. All campers are required to take part in a few Color War challenges." Edge's crew includes Ricky, Ashlyn, and Gina. Jet, Carlos, and Courtney are on Maddox's team. "Just so you guys know, I'm tenacious." Courtney emphasizes, "I will cheat, and I fight dirty." The phone will be returned to the winning team. Ashlyn receives a letter from Big Red. When Ashlyn is around Val, she still feels on edge. Val believes Ashlyn is maybe making up for something. Her description of Ashlyn as a beautiful puzzle is the kindest thing anyone has ever said to her, according to Ashlyn. Ricky and Jet discuss the Maddox problem. He acknowledges that he mistakenly believed the Maddox texts he showed his parents were written by men. Jet mistakenly believed Maddox was ready to date, but he wasn't. Ricky doesn't hold any of Jet's prior behaviors against him. He merely listens and offers counsel. Miss Jen arrives at Camp Shallow Lake thanks to Edge's secret call. In Jennifer's guide to directing children in the modern era, she is prepared to impart to him everything. Rule by rule, she follows. "Don't use Carlos," Miss Jen snaps at EJ when she mentions getting an assistant, and he mentions Carlos. Gina and Ricky are getting ready for the Color War challenges in the meanwhile. On the court, Gina asks Corbin for assistance. She eventually collapses after being struck in the head with a basketball. In order to get Gina's mind on the game, Corbin and Gina perform an elaborate musical number. Gina is woke up by a slap from Carlos, who accuses her of mumble singing. Because the blue team wins in the challenge, her fantasy musical number with Corbin comes true. Gina gives Ricky an enthusiastic hug after the blue team's decisive victory. Dewey says is followed by a trip to the climbing wall. By accident, Edge divulges Miss Jen's location at Camp Shallow Lake. They all enjoy a wonderful reunion. Ashlyn finally hears the words she has been yearning to hear from Miss Jen. The cast is the strong backbone of a musical, according to Miss Jen. The climbing wall must be attempted first by Courtney and Gina. Courtney has a severe fear of heights. Val tries to shove Courtney up the wall, but she is unable to do so. Miss Jen makes a timely cut. When she's ready, Courtney will climb the wall. Miss Jen informs Edgethar he has everything he needs to lead before she departs. It's a draw in the Color War. The decisive battle is on from Camp Rock 2 according to Val. Jet puts up an amazing performance that aids the yellow team in winning the Color War. Jet tries to strike up a conversation with Maddox. This is a positive development. Ricky learns from Maddox that she is still concerned about getting injured once more. She is unwilling to lower her guard. Ricky agrees to help Gina, but it's not at all what he had in mind. Ricky helps Gina set up a date for Edge in this scene. Ricky's wistful glances at Gina are clearly visible. "Ricky, you're the best," Gina tells him. Gina does a Hail Mary when they are out on a date. She asks him to go to the camp prom with her. The information that dates are not permitted at Camp Prom must be disclosed by Edge. He explains that Color War is meant to end with fireworks. Nothing happens, which can be a sign of their connection. Val receives an apology from Ashlyn for her remark. She is acting in this way for no apparent reason. After giving her a tender hug, Val lets off the pyrotechnics. Ashlyn admits that she feels something for Val, saying, "Oh, that's why." Ricky is found sobbing in his bed by Jet. For his birthday, Ricky's father gave him a moon rock, allowing him to cross another item off his bucket list. Ricky remarks, clearly not referring to Color War, "I just can't believe I let Color War slide through my fingers." "You mean Gina," Jet responds. When the topic of camp prom is up, Ricky expresses his disinterest in attending. Maddox and Madison had a falling out at camp prom the previous year, according to Jet. Ricky abruptly gets out of bed. Ricky responds, "You just gave me a big idea,